Hey there, Dave here with another video. Today's video I want to talk about my portfolios and the dividends received year to date. Let's go ahead and go through them. So this first account is IB Interactive Brokers 401k Trust account. This is a retirement account. This is basically January 1st through August 2nd, so that's year to date. And the top here is all dividends have been received so far. And these two down here are dividends that are pending to be paid on August 15th. So I've received basically $482 in this account year to date so far. Let's pop up TD Ameritrade. And TD Ameritrade, this is a non-retirement account. So received basically January 1st through August 4th, that's year to date basically. And we received 4 dividends so far. So, you know, KMI, KO, and then we got AT&T in there as well. So TD Ameritrade, if you're not familiar with TD Ameritrade, they do allow you to dividend reinvest or, DRIP. It's kind of like a, a holding account that the money goes into and then it purchases fractional shares. So there is some advantage to this account over like Robinhood and all that. I know Robinhood is super popular right now with a lot of people, and that's fine if it gets into investing, but they don't offer DRIP. So you really should think about possibly having a DRIP account because it'll buy fractional shares and it will just reinvest them. So you can kind of just let it sit there and reinvest on its own. So that is one huge advantage of TD Ameritrade. That is the reason why I have this account. So another advantage of TD Ameritrade is the fact that they allow you to use TOS if you have an account with them. At least when I opened mine, it was $2,000 at the time. And TOS is a super great platform. I mean, it's like top of the line platform, and the main thing I use it for is just research on options, especially like complex option strategies like iron condors, credit spreads and stuff like that. But the main thing is it has probability of in the money, which I have never found that in any other platform. So that's a huge advantage of that as well. If you open an account, you should have access to TOS. If you already have an account, you should check to see whether or not you have access to TOS, which is think or swim, by the way. And the other reason why you want to have multiple accounts sometimes it's just because, you got this SIPC limit here of what, $500,000 or something like that. So if you have more than that, you really want to split it up to different accounts. And another reason why you want to have multiple accounts is if you want to go long and short the same particular stock, that would be a reason to have more than one account because you can't go long and short the same stock in the same account. Let's go ahead and take a look at my regular brokerage account here. This is an interactive brokerage account. This is a taxable account as well. This is not really a dividend portfolio account. I don't normally use it for that, but I do day trade quite often in this account. And one of my new strategies is to make sure that I'm into stocks that pay dividends if I'm going to go in heavy or I'm going to day trade or something, depending on, most of the time if I'm going to go heavy, I'm going to have a one that pays a dividend. So what dividends have I received in this account? We received CVS back in May. And we received some in August. So we've $830 total. I got basically 880 shares of CVS. That's why it's paying out this. Like I said, this is not really a dividend paying portfolio account for me, but I'm in CVS, it pays, right? So let's go ahead and take a look at the portfolios broken down here. So this is Google Sheets, and basically this is where I track all the portfolios all in one view. So basically, we got the ticker here, we got the shares, we got the price. The price dynamically updates from Google Finance. Basically, all you need to really put in here is the shares and the cost basis, and it will go ahead and populate all the rest for you, with the exception of the dividends. I did have that dynamically updated at one point, but they recently changed their website. And they're not displaying, they only display the yield now, and they used to actually have the yearly amount they paid, but they don't display that anymore. So maybe I'll get around to updating that at some point. But by the way, I did not make this spreadsheet originally. I found this like 5 years ago, and then I modified the heck out of it. So I added beta recently to it because that you can get dynamically as well. And what is beta? Well, it's really just, if the stock market goes up 1%, then most likely Ford would probably go up 1.1%. It doesn't always work like that, but like a low beta stock here, OHI. So if the market goes down 1%, this might only go down 0.4% that day. It doesn't always work like that, like I said. However, one thing you could do is you could do a trading strategy just off of beta alone. I know I've been known to see people sector rotate just off of beta alone. So that could be a valid trading strategy. So the paid for, what that really is all these dividends pay, quarterly, which is 4 times a year. I have had some REITs that paid every month, so that's why I would just change it to 12, and that calculates that automatically based off of that right here. So the annual income, this is all the annual income. This is my yield on cost, and then this is the current yield. So I like to look at the yield on cost because it kind of gives me an idea of how far away I am from the current yield and should I buy some more. So like take for the ABB, for example, it's 5.67 yield on cost, but it actually pays 6.5% right now. So that's the reason why I've been adding to ABB over the last week or so, and I did a video on that if you want to take a look at it up here. And so I've basically, added some more shares, and I guess we're up to 3,900. Cost basis at 45, so I can still have a little bit of room to add there. Let's go ahead and take a look at the Ameritrade, TD Ameritrade account here, and I got AT&T in there. I'm up basically $537, 9%, and it pays basically almost 6% right now at the current cost. My yield on cost is 6.5, so that's good. It just dripped as well, so it bought 2 more shares, and my total yearly income on that would be $389. And I'm not calculating in the drip as well, but that's fine. We can manually update parts of this spreadsheet. So here is the Interactive Brokers brokerage account. That is a taxable account. Like I said, it is not technically used for dividends, but I am in a dividend paying stock, so it is put in here. Pays basically 3.59%. Yield on cost is 3.5, so I'm not too far off on that. And annual income is $1,760. So if we take a look at concatenate all those portfolios together, I basically have $29,000 just waiting around to be deployed. My cost is $78,590. And the value is $77,582, which means I'm actually down. And these colors, by the way, they'll update whether or not you're actually up or down. So if it's up, it'll actually be green, and then all that. So yield on cost, 4.2% across the board, and the yield across the board would be 4.2%. Annual income, $32.98. So I'm doing good because my target is 4%, so anything over 4%, I'm happy as can be. I'm targeting my retirement at 3.5% anyway, so more the better, but 4% is my target goal. So let's go ahead and take a look at the pie chart, pie in the sky here, and we basically have all the sectors broken down, cash, blah, blah, blah. And it's because of the CVS, and at $50,000 into CVS, that's the reason why that's showing 53%. So this is basically the pie chart, just showing you a breakdown of everything above. I am missing a couple of sectors. I don't have any financial right now. I don't have any industrials. I used to have TD in there, which was Toronto Dominion, which is a really good bank in Canada. But banks kind of got hit hard, so I got out of them. But it's a good dividend paying stock if you want to take a look at that one. And I don't have any industrial. So let's go ahead and take a look at the yearly totals. So here's the yearly totals, 2019 year-to-date in August. So we have IEB 401k Trust, $482 received so far year-to-date. We got IEB Brokerage, that's basically the CVS paying me $840 year-to-date. The TD Ameritrade account, $343, and I threw Fundrise in there because it does pay dividends. And so far I've received $295. If you're not familiar with Fundrise, I'll go ahead and link something up here. You can take a look at Fundrise. I did a couple of videos on those. I will be adding some more money to Fundrise as well. So total year to date for August 2019 is $1,961, and that's just money that is working for me. I got those dollars out there working for me and while I sleep. So if you have any questions on this portfolio, on this video, or on any of my stocks, you have any questions on anything, go ahead and leave a comment below. I do appreciate all my new subscribers and my current subscribers as well. I hope everybody has a good week, and go ahead and like and subscribe. We'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.